This is Eddie Cologne, EC Details, back with another episode. And this one, I've been waiting a long time to film this. I have been waiting for a whole bunch of my friends, my content creators to help me out to get their thoughts, their perspective on this video. You're like, what is it? I want to go over my favorite polishing system. You're like, what? What? And I want to go over explicitly why it's my favorite, why I choose to use it in my business. And remember, these are my thoughts. You like what you like, use what you want to use. That's between you, God, and Moses. I really personally don't give a crap what you use. I'm just being honest, but I'm trying to save you coins. So when you hear me say this, remember, I'm thinking price per performance, and then I'm thinking easeability, usability, and returnability. So let's go over the company that I want to talk about today. Today, we're going to be covering ShineMate. I want to go over the tools I use in my business. I want to go over a history lesson with them. But first of all, let's find out what is ShineMate, where they came from, and we'll go from there.
In a world of automotive detailing, few names stand as tall as ShineMate. But to understand its roots, we need to go back to 2005 when Pascal Zhang founded Sunny Pads. This company specialized in manufacturing a variety of polishing pads, including wool, foam, and pure molded backing plates. Sunny Pads quickly gained a reputation for quality and innovation. As the company grew, Pascal Zhang saw an opportunity to expand beyond polishing pads into the realm of machine tools. In 2009, ShineMate was born. This new brand was created to offer not just a renowned pads made by Sunny Pads, but also a range of high-performance rotaries and dual-action polishers. With ShineMate, the goal was clear: to cater to both the commercial and professional markets with a comprehensive suite of detailing products. Over the years, ShineMate has continued to innovate and lead in the industry, driven by a commitment to the quality and the needs of professionals, detailers worldwide.
See that? ShineMate has been around for a long time. They've been making products, and I think some of the scrutiny we see is that we call them a Chinese brand, and you're like, whoa, they're just like every other Chinese brand. And I think that's a little disrespectful, and that's a little off color in my opinion. That's not a racist joke either. It's more like they own their own R&D, they own their own manufacturing. They started off as a pad company, decided to dive into the tooling company, and now they have one of the biggest shops in China where they do and they perform their own R&D and create their own products. So when you think of a ShineMate tool, and we're gonna go over each one, these were some of the first that came out battery powered, that actually lasted 35 to 40 minutes, that you could put pressure down and it would work. These tools are, not only are they affordable, but they're easy to get their hands on. So the tools that I use in my shop, and we'll go over each one, and this one is the BE251 or EB230. So this one is a rotary. I use this with the extension to do the edges. I'll show you clips as we talk. And some of the edge work I do is just to make sure I get close enough or need a little more pressure with a more finite edge work. I barely use this because some of the edge work I get done with this tool, which this tool is the bee's knees. So if you don't know what this is the EB210. This is the competitor to the Pixie, the 3-inch, the Merca. This is one of those I put a video on. They made an update to it. It has a exchangeable shaft. I could switch them. I have a rotary, I have a DA, and I have also one where I have certain tools that could get into the doors. So I've been using this a lot lately. This will last about 20, 35 minutes, and it does have a lot of torque for being, I call this the little beast, okay? The little monster, baby junior. If I had a son, it would be named EB210. I use that, and the two of my favorite polishers that I absolutely use from this line, not only are the corded ones, which I have both, the 21 millimeter EX620, and then I have the brand new rotary they came out with, is the rotary polisher, which if you see here, it's the EB351. This is a 6-inch. I like the lightness of it, and I use the 21 millimeter polisher. I want you to hear how quiet this is. And that is speed 4. See, the balance, speed 4, that's speed 6, that's speed 3, and I don't go above a speed 3.5 and 4 with this polisher. The battery has a good indicator on it, so you can tell how much battery usage you have. These are Samsung batteries, so they're made well, and they use their technology for the battery system. Some of the things that ShineMate offers that I do appreciate as a company is the cost. So let's talk about that, because I think that's important. When you're starting a business, two of the most important things you have to ask yourself is time to market, right? Time to market. How do I get to market quickly? How can I offer service and be affordable up front? What we tend to do is we buy the most expensive tools out, because some of your favorite content creators use them. So you'll buy the newest Italian ones, the newest German ones. You'll buy all these tools because you saw it online. But what you don't understand is that it has tools that are professional, that have more torque than most of the stuff that I have, and I have them all. I have Flex, I have Rupes, I have a whole wall. I'll show you the wall here. I have the Beast. The ShineMate offers a better tool at a lower price, in my opinion. Now, this is my opinion. You decide what you want. When I say it's my opinion, I mean I've tested my version, and for me, I appreciate ShineMate. So for $220, you can get yourself a 6-inch, 21mm throw monster that on edges, it doesn't stall. It's got this cool thing on it that when you press down, it starts to torque itself as to not cause the pad to stop. ShineMate itself is affordable. Before we would have to get it on Carzilla, so you can still get it on Carzilla. I'll put the links in the description below. But now we have a US rep, parkscarcare.net. You can actually get it there. Save yourself 10% with EC10. It's not an affiliated code. I just got that for you to save money. But not only that, they offer 18 months warranty on the stuff they sell. So if it breaks within the 18 months, and see, a lot of people don't know this, you can send it to them and call them. And I want to share your story with you. I had bought this polisher. This one is the brand new, this was a EP820. This is their rotary polisher. I bought this and I was having an experience where it was smoking. I thought it was smoking, thought it was catching fire. I emailed Nick, I was like, yo, my stuff caught on fire. He's like, send it back. He overnighted me the same one. He did test. He followed up with me. He didn't call me stupid when he realized it was just burning in the plastic. They're a treat to work with. So parkscarcare.net is the US distributor for ShineMate. They have all these polishers that I named. But then the question is, you're like, Eddie, that's your opinion. That's what you believe. That's what you think. And you're right, that this is my opinion. So then what I decided to do was ask the culture, ask my content creator friends, ask normal individual people who use the product what their thought was. And let's watch that now so you can see what they think of these products. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? My name's Eric, aka Papa Smurf, and I'm here to talk about a polisher that I feel, in my opinion, is one of the best polishers out on the market right now. I absolutely love it. Today we're talking the ShineMate EX620 15mm polisher, dual action, 15mm throw, 5-inch backplate. To me, all around, this is an absolute workhorse. Not only is it smooth, it's quiet, it's ergonomical, it's comfortable. The handle is nice and thick, so when you grab it, you can get a nice grip on the handle, and it's balanced very, very, very well in your hand. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. Plenty of power. I very rarely go over speed 4 on this thing. This ShineMate EX620 15mm is an absolute phenomenal polisher. I can't recommend it enough. I saw this thing on a review. I watched it on YouTube, and I picked one up myself, and everything they said about it was absolutely true. I fell in love with it. It is my go-to polisher. I can't recommend it enough for anybody looking out there to start polishing. Overall, the ShineMate EX620 15mm polisher is what I think is a great starter polisher, and all-around great polisher. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Head over to ShineMate, check out their EX620 15mm polisher. They have a lot of other polishers, but this one right here is a workhorse, and it is definitely double stamped Smurf approved. Thanks, everybody.
Hey there, Eddie's audience. Keith here, and I want to give Eddie a big thanks for suggesting to me this EX620. I don't know a ton about polishing and correction. I haven't reviewed or really touched many other DAs, only a Ryobi DA, battery-powered DA. And the biggest thing for me was confidence, because when I used that Ryobi DA, when I polished this hood for the first time to install DIY Details 3, 5, and 8-year coatings for 1 year's worth of testing, it stalled like crazy on this line. And this really high angle curve right here literally unusable. I had the hand polish here, and I was worried that I wasn't going to have the proper prep for that. And I asked Eddie, I said, hey man, what's in the $200 range that's going to give me, as a beginner, really big confidence, and just overall is going to be a much better machine? And he said, try the EX620. I went to Parks Car Care. Went up, it cost me about $250 in the end, shipping and taxes. I used EC10 from Eddie to save me some money. And I'll tell you what, it's kind of changed my outlook on polishing, because that DA just made me not want to do it. But this was so smooth on the flats. I really just had my hand cupped underneath, just kind of guiding it. I was not applying any pressure at all. I was letting my machine do it. I was learning a lot easier, the tip and the angle to keep that pad flat. On the corners over here, on the edges, like, it didn't stall. I mean, obviously it could stall as I was flattening out in the middle of the curve, but as long as I was keeping the polisher angle the way I was, coming up from the top halfway down and from the back halfway up, it was doing really well. And several times I was able to finally get the technique to where I could come in on the edge of the pad on that curve and not stall. And that was huge for me to learn, wow, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was, because the Ryobi DA was just like, it was making me not want to do it. This right here gave me that confidence. So I went wool pad, I went their gold standard pad, and I even did jeweling pad. And I was just going through, man. It just went through so fast, went really well. I didn't try their pads. It does come with pads. I did the DIY detail pads, but I really, big thanks, Eddie. Really appreciate that you gave me that suggestion. And this thing has been amazing since then. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Eddie's channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
How's it going, everybody? Chris Carter here. Just another fake detailer out there. So let's talk about ShineMate. This EX620, game changer. If you don't have a 21mm polisher, go get one. It's that good. And for the price point, you won't find anything better. Now, compare this against price point wise, torque blows it out of the water. I will put this against any Rupes polisher for quality and feel and getting the work done at half the price. ShineMate all the way. So shout out to Eddie. He was my sponsor for this thing, and it's absolutely changed on how I do most of my work. So I'm not an influencer. I'm a fireman by trade, 12 years on the job. I do detailing on the side, cars, coatings mostly, so most of my polishing is for coating prep, paint enhancements, some corrections, and I do a lot of correction on commercial grade clear. So if you've never polished a commercial vehicle, Freightliner, International, anything like that, the body lines suck and the clear is hard. And throw in, you might be working on some single stage in there, whatever. This thing, I'm one-stepping most of the time. And it's fantastic. It doesn't care. Speed 3, very rarely do I ever stall it. Occasionally up on a speed 4, but this thing, speed 3 with a 6-inch wool pad, money. Just money. Done. These T140s from ShineMate, fantastic. Most of the time you get free pads with your polishers. I try it once just to say I did, toss them. Those things, money.
What's going on, everyone? This is Adrian with Detailed AF. Just wanted to give you some quick information on the polishers that are hanging up on my wall. Currently, these are the two that I use. As you can see, they are both ShineMates. The DA, I believe the model number is EX620, and the one right next to it, rotary, which is my favorite, is the ShineMate. I want to say it's the EP801. Both of them have been a staple in my business. I've been using them for quite some time, to a point that I've bought multiple other brands in which they have a high marketing budget. Come to find out that sometimes you just got to test them and play with them in order to find out what works best for you. And for me, these two are it. To a point so much that you guys could probably see them. I even put my label on them. That's how much I like them. The torque and the power that both of these units have, for me, is perfect. Is there stalling? You can stall it if you really give it a go, but at higher speeds, if you're about 3 or 4, there's almost no stalling, especially on the rotary. But on the DA, there's almost no stalling over edges, curves. And for those that detail quite often, you understand what I'm talking about. But these have performed extremely well. I have used multiple pads from all brands, and they do their job.
The ShineMate polishers, from my experience so far, not your average, made in China polisher, that's for sure. Whether it's the DA, I also have the rotary here. Both of these are the cordless ones, but their corded machines are really good too. I have a 21 millimeter corded polisher. I also have this 15 millimeter cordless, and I've got to say these have been some workhorse machines. They do it to it. I haven't checked the grease, but so far this has ran a lot longer than, say, like the Max Shine, which is great for the price, but it's spend a little bit more, and I've instantly noticed you're going to get better performance, less vibration, that kind of deal with a ShineMate polisher. Breaking it down, we definitely have the batteries, I think, going in the right direction. I really like that feature of the ShineMate cordless. Actually a pretty quiet machine, feels really good in the hand. And what's nifty about the rotary version is I think the rotary is a little lighter, but also the backing plate. ShineMate has this nifty little backing plate that you can quickly go from 5-inch pad to 6-inch pad in a jiffy. I haven't seen really anybody else do that, so that's pretty nifty there with the rotary polisher. If they could implement that to the DA, that would be a huge win for ShineMate as well. But overall, not your average made in China polishers, and I think ShineMate is leading the class so far from all the ones I've tested when it comes to performance and value, and they meet somewhere in the middle there. And I pretty much guarantee you're going to enjoy getting a ShineMate polisher. And for me, they've definitely been worth investing a little money in, and I've totally not seen a downside. And I have 3 of them so far. All 3 of them still running great. All 3 of them still perform on a daily basis here in the swamp.
First of all, I just want to thank everyone who made a video. So shout out to all the content creators and community. Their description, or where you can find them, is the link in the description below. It just goes to show you, I wanted to show you that it's not just Eddie Cologne saying buy this, buy that. He keeps saying Parks, because I'm going to tell you, when I wanted a ShineMate, I would buy from Carzilla, Canada. Shout out to Chris, amazing, right? Now that Nick Parks carries it, I get it for the same price, free shipping based off $150 or more. I get 18-month warranty through them. I get a person I could call. You get everything you want from a great customer service experience on polishers from parkscarcare.net. So with that, if you're looking for a dope polisher, we're gonna give one away. We're gonna actually give our 2 away that we're gonna do for the Hot Wing Challenge. Based on this information, I don't have a list of who bought coatings, so I don't know how to do it. It's gonna be hard for Tim to do that, but if you put hashtag ShineMate in it, you do qualify for the giveaway. Shout out to everyone who bought their ceramic coating for the Keep It Real podcast. Hashtag ShineMate. We'll call 2 and you'll win EX 620, 15 millimeter or 21 millimeter. That'll come directly from Parks. I am buying it with my own money. They did not sponsor this video one bit. I'm just telling you where I buy my stuff. So hashtag ShineMate, get the hashtag ShineMate to get entered to win. We'll call it live. I'll put on a community post. You'll see who won. With that, appreciate you for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Road to 10K. This is Eddie Cologne. I'm out.